and welcome to the first episode of Whatever Etc., my new vlog that will be done in conjunction with my blog, carljaspers23.wordpress.com. D'Alembert once said that every age needs a Diogenes. Diogenes, the cynic, is who he's talking about. I'm going to be putting forward in these vlogs, Whatever Etc. Vlogs, what I call anarcho-cynicism. What does it mean to practice anarcho-cynicism? It means that we take up the challenge to philosophize as a way of life. It means that we accept the challenge of Socrates to examine ourselves and our situation, our people, and our times. It means that we accept the work of Diogenes the Cynic as it is needed today, to deface the currency, to deface all of the different ways that we see traditions and customs as somehow having some necessity other than habit. Such a revolutionary way of life, however, is not the embracing of physical violence. It's not that kind of revolution. For this has been the currency of humanity since before we even decided to write down our histories and make accounts of what we've been getting up to. We've been doing this violent stuff. So rather than revolt against the regime of our day or the regimes that are close to us, we seek a reform of our own regimen, of our own most selves, our own most path in the world at large. Reform of self is the great revolution, in my opinion. Bracketing of unnecessary creeds and customs is this great revolution that I want to call anarcho-cynicism. The anarcho-cynic embraces nonviolence. We do not even seek after debate in the sense of the polemics that people are taught in debating. We're seeking where they seek to win over all else. What matters is winning. This is a continuation of war by other means, and it's a practice in one sense that makes us ready to always be at war. Rather, following the singular paradigm of Socrates, we shall practice heuristic, testing and struggling with concern for mutual success. And our success may not be anything other than learning that we really don't know as much as we thought we knew. There's a great deal that we can do to reform our situation by simply asking after all of the customs that we've been handed and all of the habits that we've created throughout our life. Asking after the customs that have been followed by traditionalizing notions, whether this is done in the arts and or the sciences, or it's done in the church or the state, or in the person or the society, we seek to detach from those practices that are maintaining themselves, those customs that are really sort of only putting into place institutions that seek to maintain the customs, even at the expense of life, especially sometimes at the expense of the good life. Does this cause a disruption? Of course it causes a disruption. Does it also rid us of sacred cows or the thoughts of our habits of our bad habits? Of course, it does that too. You can't really be letting go in your struggles to try to philosophize as a way of life and not be ready to disrupt. And so the benefit of doing this sort of thing, like all health analogies, that you might say this is a way of trying to get us to a healthier way of being in the world, healthier body, healthier mind, healthier embodiment, where the mind and the body are not seen as separate, but are seen as extenuations of each other. Like all analogies of health, sometimes what you end up having to do through such a disruption as this is you have to kind of rupture your old habits by a sort of strenuous exercise that at first is kind of painful, but then you gain from it and gain from it and gain from it new muscles, if you will, new ways of new strengths. So anyways, this vlog, whatever, etc., is something that I'll be doing at least once a week, maybe a couple of times a week. I am posting this first issue up today just so people will know this is something I'm going to start doing. I hope that I'll get vlog responses from other people. I hope that I'll get regular comments and things on the blog. I will also on my blog, Carl Jaspers 23 .wordpress.com. I will also be putting in links to a couple of things that I've written on the blog recently that I think that people might find helpful as to why I'm doing this. And I guess that's it. I'm going to let you go. I don't want to keep you for too long. I've already kept you for almost 6 minutes. Oh, heavens. Okay. All right. Well, please take a look at, please keep taking a look at these, and I will try to keep putting them up. And if you come up with ideas, if there's something that you want me to talk about or you want me to explore as an anarcho-cynic, philosophizing a way of life as an anarcho-cynic, say the word. Just send me a note. Drop me an email. Okay? Thank you very much, everybody, for listening. Bye-bye.